Yo, what's up? We're back. It's your boy DJ Allo.
It is Tierra, the realtor.
Welcome back to Adulting with the Huangs.
Guys, today we are going to talk about our first trimester. So if you're interested in hearing all about the first trimester, please stay tuned. If you're back, that means that you're interested in hearing all about my symptoms and our roller coaster during our first trimester. I guess I want to start the video off by saying that today I am actually 16 weeks and I am 4 months pregnant at this point. So I'm officially out of my first trimester. I think the last week is like 13 and a half weeks is when the first trimester is over. So if you don't know, we've already talked about our first, I guess our early pregnancy symptoms, and we got Alan's reaction on that. And of course, I told you guys what my symptoms were, although I know everyone's are different. So I, like I said, I just recently got out of my first trimester, so everything is all right here. I can't forget it. It was the worst trimester ever. And so I guess I kind of want to start with the fact that I can't really speak for Alan. I'm gonna let him speak for himself. But I was not happy when I first found out I was pregnant. I think we can both say that we were at the very least shocked.
Very shocked. Very.
So I guess that probably kind of carried on after I found out I was pregnant. Then like everything that I had experienced with early pregnancy symptoms, which I talked about in my last video, which if you're interested in that, please go take a look at it. So anywho, I am, like I said in my first video, I like to go. And one of the symptoms that I experienced in my first trimester was fatigue. And I think mine was extreme. And I work a lot. I'm always working. And if I am not working, I kind of beat myself up. I feel like, oh, I could be doing something more than this. I could be, I could just be doing more. So that's like always my outlook, I guess. And that's probably why I like to stay busy. I'm always even getting on Alan when I feel like he's just kind of like sitting around not doing anything productive. I'm like, hey, we could be doing something. We could be doing this. We could be doing that. So anyway, that's my personality. So that symptom for me was probably the worst. And then you add that with a lot of morning sickness. And Alan and I actually just got into like a little tiff, if you will, because he had the nerve or the audacity to mention in the car the other day that I did not experience morning sickness. It was the nerve for me.
I didn't say you experienced none. I was saying it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. But you see, fellas, how she's trying to set me up to get on me. You just gotta smoothen it out. Baby, you was right. And
yeah, he is playing.
You were right.
Whatever. Listen,
right.
No. First off, I handle a lot of stuff within because I'm not a complainer. And so
Go ahead.
I am not a complainer. So although I was experiencing a ton of morning sickness, I guess if you pay attention, like my girlfriends, like my mom, you would be very aware of my morning sickness. And I would even toss in just a teens winks of, I guess, I don't don't even want to. I don't like these labels. But I would say even I was just really down. So I'm not even gonna say the word that people would normally say for that. But I was kind of down, just in general, because like I said at the very beginning, I was not happy about it. Mm-hmm. I just had so many opportunities, so many things that we had, so many trips we had booked, just so many plans that I had that just kind of really knocked me out. It just really knocked me out. So anyway, God knows the best timing, and this was God's timing. So I embraced it about half. I would say it took me about 2 weeks to really process it and be okay. Mm-hmm. But although I mentally processed it and was okay, just what my body was physically going through, it was very hard for me to accept it all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I'm like, all willy-nilly. But
there was a lot of times she was just like, I don't feel well, I don't feel good. And I mean, honestly, to just be getting out of the first trimester, I could say we went through a lot. Like, we did go through a lot, right?
We did. Like, it was a roller coaster.
Some things, I remember, I guess you could say, like we went to Little Bellies and we got to see the little version of our baby. Now that we're after the gender reveal and stuff, it's just crazy how fast time is moving, right? Like,
yeah, it is moving pretty quickly.
But in the first trimester, it was a lot of little things. Like we had to be really cautious. Like she got a pregnancy massage,
a prenatal,
and she started tripping out like, oh my God, it's gonna cause a miscarriage.
Well, let me say this. I don't want to cut you off, babe, but let me interject here. So I had no knowledge of this potentially causing a miscarriage or anything like that. I had no knowledge of this. Alan clearly had no knowledge of it. He just know that I was complaining about just not being myself and, body aches and just like I want to do this more. I want to do that more. And so being the husband that he is, he was like, well, babe, let me book you a massage. And he asked for a prenatal massage. He told him that I was pregnant. Everything was A-okay. They approved us, approved me. They knew how far along, because at the time, I think I was 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I was either 8 or 9 weeks. It was very early. Like I said, it was the first trimester, the worst trimester. Okay. Anywho, well, I mean, I'm saying compared to now, it was the worst trimester. We'll see when I get to the third trimester, and I'll keep you guys posted. But I will say that you guys really have to protect your energy in your first trimester, because even though people don't always try to, they don't try to add stress, or they don't try to say anything that could trigger you. People just do, right? Like and that's why they tell you, don't tell anybody in your first trimester. And I told people, of course, my close friends and family, but some people just say things and it triggers things, right? So I called the lady after the massage. I called her, I asked her, she assured me that there were no way that I could have a miscarriage. They definitely were very gentle on me, blah, blah, blah. But still.
And weren't they? Were they?
They were. They really were. And I didn't even lay on my belly. They had me lay in the pregnancy stance with the pillow here. And, it's kind of like how pregnant people sleep with a pillow. And I'll demonstrate that one day, but I have a dress on today, so I can't. Excuse me. So I'll just say that just watch your peace, watch your space. I went through a good 2 weeks of freaking out. Called my midwife every day. They told me don't worry about it. And if everybody knows who's doing a midwife, you can't really get a ton of ultrasounds. But whenever I did go back to my doctor's appointment 2 weeks later, they did what's called a having a brain fart, which you have a lot of those when you're pregnant. It's called a Doppler. I think that's right. I'm gonna go with that.
I have no clue. So
I'm very strong that's it. But anyway, all it is. That was Rocky.
That was right.
So all that all that it is like they just put this little thing. It's not an ultrasound, but it's kind of like an ultrasound, but you don't see anything. It's just you can hear. So she allowed me to hear my baby's heartbeat. So that just kind of took away all my worry and fear, all my stress. Even though I wasn't happy initially to find out I was pregnant, I didn't want to have a miscarriage. Like, what the heck? That's like terrible. So anyway, I called that person who told me that, and I just said, hey, listen, I know you've had kids before, and ironically, that person's also pregnant at the same time as I am, but I'm like, hey, like I'm just gonna like not tell you what's going on with me, and I just hope that you just don't give me unsolicited advice, because you know everybody's body is different. So just always remember that. Protect your peace. Protect your baby. And if you can, I know this was our first baby, so at one point we really, you know, after the whole not so happy, we really did get really excited. So we wanted to tell our close friends and family. So it's hard to keep that in. So I get it. So just try to, if you can. Like, wait till you get out of the danger zone. So yes. So yeah, that happened.
And get a lot of sleep, because don't you be real sleepy?
I'm always sleepy.
Yeah.
Even like in your first trimester, like, man, like you can sleep 13 hours and be like, man, I'm tired. Like, I mean, it's crazy. I ate a lot. I craved a lot. I don't have any weird cravings. Like, people want to ask, like, do you have any weird cravings? No. I craved a pizza, meat lovers pizza. It was weird for me because I'm very funny about meats. I'm very funny about meat lovers, and I'm very funny about textures of meat. So that was a weird craving for me. But was it weird? People eat meat lovers every day. So I wouldn't say it's a weird craving. I also craved a lot of junk food. So not only a lot of junk food, but a lot of my childhood junk foods, ironically. Like a lot of childhood foods in general. Like, I went back to those. Like, I wanted my hot chips and pickle, and everyone who knows me knows, even from like years ago, I could eat hot chips and pickle breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I actually did. It got me in a lot of trouble. I had to go to the emergency room, had to get a colonoscopy. It's really bad. This was years ago. My life is better. I actually eat real food now. But I will say my baby loves hot chips and pickle.
Yeah, instead of breakfast, lunch, dinner, it's just lunch and dinner.
No, I eat hot chips and pickle once a day just to scratch that itch. That's it. It's not serious.
I had to buy, the variety pack, the hot variety pack. It's like hot Doritos, hot fries, hot puffs, and I bought that whole thing just so she could have 5 of the little bags of hot Cheetos. So
take notes, man.
I'm the MVP for today.
He got the reward.
Tomorrow it starts over.
It starts over every day, and that's the thing. It's a constant battle. You make one mistake, you get pushed back by 10 steps. There's no 2 steps here. It's 10 steps back. Like, I'm taking mental notes, because when this baby get here, it's all. I'm doing all the work now. When the baby get here, it's teamwork, and it's gonna be more of this man here doing most of the work. Since I did 9 months, no. Anyway, you guys. So yes, junk food, childhood foods. Like I say, no cravings, no weird cravings. Just a lot of like bad stuff. And I'm not saying that I was the cleanest eater in the world. I don't even want to give you guys that notion, but I didn't want to put that out there, because I definitely ate bad. But I was more of a soup and salad girl. So now I'm like, soup, salad, what? Ew. Like, where's the carbs? I love bread. Oh my God. I love bread. Like, I can eat bread all day. Like, I can just eat bread. Like, just give me some bread. That's what I want. Thank you, God. Praise Jesus. Ironically, I love Starbucks. I crave Starbucks. I'm a Starbucks fanatic in general. after I got pregnant, first trimester, wasn't craving it as much. I still got it on occasions because my midwife said I could have at least 8 ounces a day. I mean, no more than 8 ounces a day. So I did still get it just because that's what mommy wanted. I'm so sorry, baby, but that's what mommy wanted. But I didn't get it as much. It kind of had like a weird taste, so it's kind of like, it would be the day. So I will say that was odd because anyone who knows me knew that I had to have my Starbucks every single day, and sometimes twice a day. So yeah, that was kind of like different. I would just say, like, I don't know if you guys ever been like motion sick or car sick, but that's like this guy. Go ahead and smell me. Get all that now. This guy here is a mess. Anyway, so I felt always nauseous. Don't let me be a little hungry. If I was a little hungry, it was like I was starving. Like, it was no in between. You know how like your stomach starts to growl? Like, no. Like, mine was like I don't know, it was like tussling in there. I don't know what was going on. And mind you, at that time, the baby's like the size of a grain. I mean, seriously, the baby's teeny. Yeah. So I'm like, what the heck? But come to find out, it is the increase in blood and I'm gonna just say hormones because I don't want to name the wrong hormone. It is an increase in blood and hormones that causes your appetite to increase. And more people have this notion that with morning sickness, it's throwing up, but actually not everybody throws up with morning sickness, which I feel like if I threw up, I probably would have felt better. Are you just gonna have this thing out on the camera?
Oh, sorry.
Jeez Louise. So it was just one of those things, like I never threw up. I just always had the urge to throw up, which was worse because your mouth would water, you would feel like, ugh. And then imagine, top that off with showing houses, top that off with like trying to negotiate deals. Luckily, if I would like drink like some tea, or like some lemon water, anything with lemon in it, any kind of like citrusy type of lemon drink, it would help. So I would be back to, okay, yeah, let's kill it. But like 20 minutes later, it was just terrible. It was horrible. Hated it. Always nauseous. I wound up having to go to my midwife and she prescribed me Unisum and B6. I mean, it wasn't a prescription. Why did I even say that? It's Unisum is like a sleeping medication, and not even a medication. It's just like a sleeping over-the-counter pill, and B6 is vitamins. So
it helps with the nausea.
Those two together. I know it don't work for all women, but for me, it made the biggest difference. I still was moody. I still would have my days where I was just like, I'm just not in the mood today. I can't deal. Headaches. Oh my God. Your first trimester, them headaches, man, they hit different. I'm talking about hit different. It feels like you have a fever. It feels like you're about to die. Like those headaches was just like, okay, just give me a moment. Now top that with starving. Top that with being nauseous, and top that with fatigue. I swear I felt like I had the flu every day. I was just like, Lord, please take this away from me. It was the worst. So yes, first trimester for me was not good. I didn't feel productive, even though I killed it my first trimester in real estate. Man, I had like 4 deals. I had 4 deals, all went great. Got my clients major deals on homes in a seller's market. And I think honestly, it was because I couldn't play. There was no like, I don't want to say, but I'm gonna say BS. Like I was just straight to the point. Look, I was checking these. I was checking these sellers. Like, listen, my buyers are gonna do da. Period. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, she just keeps getting better and better. For real.
I swear, I think that my first trimester actually really enhanced my, I don't really care. Don't be hurting him.
I'm not hurting. I'm messing with him.
So I was just like, really like, y'all, yeah, my clients won. My first trimester, they was like, ooh. I was impressing myself because I just didn't have time to go back and forth with nobody. I wasn't going back and forth with nobody. It was this. That's what it was. Take it or leave it. Cool. You don't want to? No problem. We really was walking off, and call my bluff if you want to. I don't have time to go back and forth with you. So negotiations really went in our favor, and I just feel like the Lord has truly blessed us in more ways than one. So
Facts.
yeah, so the first trimester for me was hell.
Me too, because it was hell for you.
In what ways, honey? How
Well,
was it
when
hell
you
for
weren't feeling good, I wasn't feeling good.
Y'all, meanwhile, let me add this.
What?
I'm over here feeling like crap, unmotivated. Life is just beating me up. Bow, bow. I'm like, oh. Meanwhile, this guy, that's exactly how life was trying to take me out. Meanwhile, this guy, I'm the one that's always like, oh, babe, we need to go to the gym. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need to get on it. We need to be productive. This guy like, oh, yeah, he done hired him a trainer. He's like, yeah, babe, I'm about to get fit. Yeah, you've been wanting me to work out. Yeah, look. And I'm like, now all these.
Oh, my. Oh, my God. You okay, Rocky?
It's the disrespect for me. It's the testosterone levels. It's just the disrespect. I'm done. I can't.
But what she meant to say was, I just got in the gym because my basketball, I still hoop all the time. Like I hoop today, but we wanted to take lifting weights more serious. One of my friends is swole, so I was like, man, I'm trying to come work out when you work out. And, just to have a gym friend, that's all the motivation. So, yeah. Facts.
Anyways, you guys.
Shout out to the homies.
This guy, all of a sudden, is like in the gym pushing it. And mind you, prior to 4 years, I'm all about, okay, we're gonna do work for our business because we're both entrepreneurs. We're gonna work for our business. We're gonna do all paperwork, meetings, consultations, all of that in the mornings, afternoons, self-care, evenings, back to clients, showing houses, this, that, and the third, family time, XYZ. That we had like a really good one. In the afternoon, this one I always wanted to do back when I was not pregnant and just active as heck. Let's take a nap. Let's watch a movie. Now when I'm like, babe, let's take a nap. Let's knock the movie. No, babe, I got to get in the gym. I got to get pumping. I'm like, this guy.
I go to the gym before she gets off. So, I mean, I don't see the problem. You're at work. I'm at the gym.
I'm always at work.
I'm always at the gym.
This guy, he's a mess on 10. I just can't. I can't. So, anyway, y'all. That was the first trimester for us. It was real. Let me add this in here about my baby boy, my Rocky. So Rocky, he knew I was pregnant before I knew I was pregnant.
Really?
Yes. Like Rocky is all over his daddy. Like he loved him some Alan. So when Alan is home with Rocky, let's say this. When I'm home, I'm working, I'm chilling on the couch, whatever I'm cooking, whatever. Rocky, he matches my energy. We chilling. He know. Mommy watching TV, he watching TV. Mommy working, let me chill over here. Mommy cooking, let me mind my business. He chill. We here. Me and Rocky, we here. Alan get home, he know Alan gonna play with him. Mommy ain't got time for all that. Like I give you a little attention, I'll take you on a walk. But I'm just not gonna play with you like that. Alan gonna play with him, gonna go back and forth with him. Me, I got a good 5-10 minutes where I'm gonna give you that good razzle dazzle. And then after that, it's like, all right, baby, I got work to do. Or all right, baby, I'm chilling right now. It's like let's watch us a movie. So that's kind of how we vibe. So once I got pregnant, he was like all under me. Alan could walk through the door. He wasn't wanting to go greet daddy, he was like sitting on mommy's lap, sitting on my feet, under me, like all the time, gazing into my eyes. And I'm like, yo, go be with your daddy. Dang, like what the heck? Like daddy's home. Be with daddy. And he wouldn't. And Alan even made a comment. You remember? He was like, "Why Rocky? Like why he don't want to be under me or something like that?"
Yeah,
he said.
yeah. Usually when we're both eating dinner, he comes up to me.
And he would not leave my side. Like if I went into like he's not welcomed in the bedrooms because we have carpet in the bedrooms. So he can't go in the bedrooms, and then he can't come in the living room on the carpet because our living room is all white. So even the carpet's white. So. Or the rug, because there's no carpet in the living room. We have a rug, and it's all white. So he is not allowed to get on the stuff, and he, he's very respectful, and he understands. But excuse me. Anywho, I don't care where I would go. Alan could be like ready to play with him, but he was like right behind me. Like if I go in the bedroom, he would just wait outside the door. I was like, yo, what is going on with this damn dog? Yo, Rocky is tripping. Like he wouldn't even go use the restroom unless like Alan like forced him to go outside because I'm not going back there. I rarely go in the backyard. Right. But Alan's in the backyard 4 or 5 times a day, and we know why. Anyway, so he would have to get Rocky to go out there with him. So yes, I found out later on that he was all up under mommy because mommy was expecting a baby and mommy didn't know, and I guess he sensed that something was brewing in the oven or baking. Is it brewing?
Baking, I guess.
Something was baking in the oven. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, that was our first trimester video. I will be doing my second trimester video. If you guys have any questions and want to know anything that I didn't mention, please comment below. I would love to answer any questions that you guys have. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I know this was kind of long, but it's been a long first trimester, so thank y'all for tuning in. And see y'all next time.
Bye.